Introduction. This story takes us back to the winter of 1959, deep into the frozen wilderness of the Ural Mountains in Soviet Russia. 9 skilled hikers set out on a journey to conquer one of the region's toughest trails. They were young, passionate, and experienced. But what began as a thrilling adventure quickly turned into a chilling mystery. When the hikers didn't return as scheduled, a search party was sent after them. What they discovered still puzzles the world. A torn tent, barefoot tracks in the snow, and bodies scattered under mysterious circumstances. This is the story of the Dyatlov Pass Incident, a mystery that has haunted investigators, historians, and storytellers for over 60 years. The hikers, brave souls on a mission. The group was led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, a seasoned hiker and a born leader. Alongside him were 8 adventurous companions. Yuri Doroshenko, a resilient young man known for his bravery. Lyudmila Dubinina, a determined and fearless woman. Alexander Kolovatov, a physics student with a sharp mind. Zinaida Kolmogorova, a cheerful and optimistic hiker. Rustam Slobodin, a quiet and dependable adventurer. Nikolai Thibault-Brignol, the group's comedian, always keeping spirits high. Semyon Zolotaryov, an experienced guide who joined the group at the last minute. And Yuri Yudin, the only survivor, who had to turn back early due to health issues. These hikers were no amateurs. They were prepared for the challenges ahead, or so they thought. The journey begins. On January 23, 1959, the group started their expedition with great enthusiasm. Their destination, a remote peak known as Gora Otorten. The name in the local Mansi language means "don't go there," an ominous warning they chose to ignore. The journey began smoothly. They traveled by train, truck, and skis, capturing every moment in journals and photographs. But as they ventured deeper, the weather worsened. Temperatures plummeted to 30 degrees C and strong winds battered the mountains. By January 31st, they set up a base camp, leaving extra supplies behind. On February 1st, they reached the slopes of Kholat Shachol, or Dead Mountain. Despite the harsh conditions, they decided to camp on the exposed slope. It was a decision that would cost them their lives. The night of the incident. Something happened that night. Something so terrifying that it made the hikers cut their tent open from the inside and flee into the freezing cold, without shoes, jackets, or any proper gear. The search party, which arrived weeks later, found their tent torn and abandoned barefoot tracks led into the nearby forest. The first 2 bodies were discovered under a cedar tree. They were shoeless and dressed in just their underclothes. Nearby, remnants of a fire suggested they had tried to stay warm. As the search continued, more bodies were found. 3 were discovered between the tent and the cedar tree, as if they had been trying to return to the campsite. The remaining 4 were found months later, buried under snow in a ravine. Their injuries were severe: fractured skulls, broken ribs, and in one case, a missing tongue. What could have caused this chaos? Autopsy reports. More questions than answers. The autopsy reports only deepen the mystery. Some hikers died of hypothermia, while others suffered fatal internal injuries. Lyudmila Dubinina's chest was crushed, and her tongue was missing. There were no external wounds to explain the injuries, as if they had been hit by a powerful invisible force. To add to the confusion, traces of radiation were found on some of their clothing. How could this happen? Was it a natural disaster, a human attack, or something beyond explanation? Theories behind the incident. Over the decades, many theories have been proposed. Avalanche theory. Some believe an avalanche forced the group to flee, but the lack of significant snow displacement challenges this idea to katabatic winds. These rare, powerful winds might have created panic and caused irrational behavior. Military experiments. From UFOs to Yetis, the area being paranormal explanations abound, though no evidence supports the hikers were accidental victims. Supernatural causes. Low-frequency sound waves could have triggered psychological distress, causing the group to panic and flee. Each theory, But
as
none
its
fully
supporters
explain
and
the bizarre
skeptics.
combination of events and injuries.
More than 60 years
the legacy
later,
of the Dyatlov
Dyatlov
Pass
Pass
Incident remains unsolved. Books, documentaries, and countless debates continue to keep the mystery alive. What makes this story so haunting is the lack of answers. We may never know what truly happened on that frozen slope, but one thing is certain: the courage and tragedy of those 9 hikers will never be forgotten.